Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining Create with Dee. I'm launching this at my normal time on Thursdays at noon for my live weekly class, but this is a recording as I have a bunch of appointments this afternoon that would kind of interfere with the normal time. So this is a recording. Please do continue to leave comments and everything, and I'll be sure to get back with them and respond to you later on today. Well, I'm really excited about this class. This is a class that features the stamp set Choose Happy. And I think it's an aptly named stamp set. I absolutely love it. It's not only adorable, cute images that, as you can see here on it, but it's also at all occasions stamp set. So when you're looking for that one stamp set to have a lot of miles on it, this may be something that you want to consider. What I like about it is that it is just that it's joyful, it's happy, and it goes all year round. So whether you're just getting started with stamping and you're like, well, what stamp set would I want to have or should I get? I would recommend this Choose Happy because it can take you through everything. Also in this class, I'm highlighting the Brights collection. And again, kind of with stretching our dollars a little bit. If you haven't discovered the collections that Stampin' Up! Has, it's color collections. I would recommend starting out with the Brights collection because you can do, at this time of the video, we might be looking at fall, and you'll see that I've got some fall, a fall card here. I've got a winter card, and then another all occasion. So this can really get you, the Brights collection can get you lots and lots of mileage. You can do that in the cardstock assorted pack as well as the designer paper. Okay, well, let me turn the camera around and we will get started on our Choose Happy card class. So I'm going to be making these 3 cards with you today. And before we do, what I wanted to remind you is that if you need anything from your Stampin' Up! Or for your Stampin' Up! Stash, that if you order from me in the month of August, please use this host code at checkout. And if it's $40 or more, I'm going to be sending you, this is this month's embellishment pack. And then this week, besides the embellishment pack, you'll also get a set of the cards that we're going to make here today. As far as all of the pre-cut materials, of course, no stamped images are provided per Stampin' Up! Also, I thought I just would do a quick little, I guess, want to say promo, is that thank you so much for watching my videos and everything. And here's just a little more ways that you can support my business. And of course, watching my videos, liking them, commenting on them. And then if you would, please consider ordering from me from my online store at Dee Slater at stampinup.net. Try a class kit, join my email list, etc. So a free way of doing it of supporting my business is these first 3. Just watch the videos, like them, and comment. I really appreciate it, and I so appreciate you watching. All right, so today's class is all about me taking a sketch idea that I have found online. The sketch was about having like a designer paper or another color strip down this off to the side, and then the sketch that I had seen had 3 circles. So I took that sketch and I wanted to use the Choose Happy stamp set to go ahead and make all of our cute images. So what I want to do here first is let's do the stamping, and then we'll and the coloring of our images, and then we'll put the cards together. So first of all, what I'm going to do is let's go ahead and we'll color our little penguin here first. Let me bring that card in. So he is so cute. I just love our little penguin. I'm stamping him on the smallest square from the nested or the stylish shapes stamps or die set from Stampin' Up! And look how cute he is. Look, he's adorable. I love cute. I love cute. And I'm going to go ahead and take my, I'm using some blends to color. You can use markers, you can use, just anything that you would want to add color to it. I'm going to be using the Stampin' Blends. And I'm going to color his feet with pumpkin pie as well as his beak. And then I'm going to take light balmy blue and I'm going to just kind of trace the inside of where the black with the Memento ink and the white is, just to kind of give a little dimension to his face or her face. So I don't know, hopefully you can see that. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll put the card together. Ahead of time, what I did is I went ahead and stamped and colored another one, because all of these cards are going to use 3 repeating images. And then I used the next step up of that die, and this is in the Azure Afternoon cardstock. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll put, I have a Stampin' Dimensional on the back of these. To kind of mix it up, I put these at the diamond or shape on it and just kind of nest our little guy in that orientation. I'm going to straighten it up just a little bit. Okay, so again, just kind of just trying to try a little different shape on it. And I'm going to put a Stampin' Dimensional on the back. We'll get that. I'm using a regular size dimensional. And get my last one here. Okay. So we've got our 3 little adorable penguins ready to go. So this would be what your class kit to go would look like with your order of $40. Okay, so I've got an 8.5 by 5.5 card base of the Azure Afternoon. And we'll go ahead and get a crisp edge on it. And ahead of time, what I've done is I've embossed a 4 by 5 1/4 piece of basic white with the Snowflake Sky embossing folder. And I have a 1 inch by 5 1/4 inch strip of the Brights designer paper. Again, cut it 1 by 5 1/4. And we'll go ahead and we'll glue that down first. I'm going to use multi-purpose glue. And also, you'll notice as we get moving along with our card sketches that I've used the sketch, but I've kind of played around with the position. Oh, I was going to stamp them all at once, but I think what I'm doing is I'm making one of the cards at a time. Let me put that off to the side. All right, so I just put that strip. Looks like, I have it in about 1 inch to 3/4 of an inch from the left-hand side. I kind of straighten that up just a little bit. Okay, and then you can use either your multi-purpose glue, or you can even add dimensionals to the back, whatever you would like. You can use tear and tape. I've got some card class ladies that they like to use tear and tape to put things down on the front. So we'll put that down. And now for I'm going to do a little stamping on the inside. I should have done that while I had my image out. Let's see. So I'm going to take our little penguin and we're going to have him kind of sneak out here in the corner. And I'm going to get my envelope. Oops. I have a dimensional that's wanting to hang out on my envelope. And let's put a little penguin here in the corner. And I'm going to go ahead and get my marker out again. Again, I'm using pumpkin pie. And we'll get this. And one more time with our blue. Again, the blue is just totally optional. I just think it kind of adds a little iciness to it, kind of frames our penguin's body a little bit. And we're going to stamp for the inside of the card from the Choose Happy stamp set. We're going to do Hello Winter. Whoops, there's the winter. So Hello Winter. And I'll get my Memento black ink out again. And I've got each of the words on either side of my block here. So I'm going to do hello. And then pick up the winter. All right, so that is cute just on that for using the stamp set. I wanted to add just one more little element to this one. And I pulled in the Happiest Day stamp set, and I'm going to be using this star, or this, I'm going to call it a snowflake today on that. So I'm going to get out my Azure ink, and I've got that little star, but I'm going to use it as a snowflake look. And stamp full on, don't re-ink, and stamp again. And then go to the opposite corner and do the same thing. And then I'm going to use this on my envelope as well. So just all of those little extra accents just kind of pull all of the cards together, I think. Again, please leave a comment as you go. This is going to be a live launch, but I am not live because I have a doctor's appointment that's really close to the time, and I wasn't thinking about it when I made the appointment as far as which day to get in there. Everything's okay. It's just a quick little follow-up, but still. Okay, so this is going to go on the inside of our card. So cute. Oh my goodness. And then I've got 2 dimensionals on the back of each of our layering pieces. Now, if you don't have the stylish shapes, I want you to please give this a try, because you can just cut out like a 1-inch square and then a 1.5-inch square, and you would be just fine. So I'm lining this up so that the points are center onto my strip. And then I take the next one, and you can either, like, well, you could do this and you can go the next one down. And then the third one, we're going to kind of sandwich and space it in between. You can go as close or as far out as what you want. Oh my goodness. Oh, I love it. Love it, love it. And we're going to add a little bling. I'm using our rhinestones. And I'm going to add the bling of rhinestones. Let's see, where's my, take your pick tool. There we go. And sometimes I tend to use the small rhinestones before I use the large ones. And so on this one, I kind of purposely chose some of the larger ones this time. Whoops, I missed that. Oh, no, I didn't. It was over here. Put that back on. And then I'm going to take, whoops. Then if you want, you can add a little Wink of Stella on it as well. And here, this is the same designer paper. This one, I just wanted to show that this is one side and then this is the other side. But that's our first card with our adorable little penguin from the Choose Happy. Okay, so that's the first card. Look at the little envelope. Hello, Winter. Next, we're going to do a fall card out of this. Like I said, the stamp set is so versatile. Here's some little happy jack-o'-lanterns that say boo. And let's go ahead and we'll get our jack-o'-lantern, our little pumpkin with the face on it. So this can be with or without the face. So I use this pumpkin image here, and then here's the, here's to make it a jack-o'-lantern. So get our Memento ink out one more time. And we'll ink that up. There's the right side. These images too are just the right size for if you like to make treat holders. They're just perfect to go on those little thank you pieces of snacks or candy that you might want to give if you do craft fairs. This is a great stamp set to do for all of those little images. And then here's our little face going right in the middle. Okay, so let's go ahead and we'll color that one. And for that, I'm using pumpkin pie. And what I like to do is start out with the outline in the darker color. And so I'm going to trace with dark pumpkin pie. And again, you could just color it all with a marker. And then come in with the larger tip size. There's a thin and a large. And I'm going to come in and do that. One of the things I've noticed with the blends, that as it gets used up, as you use it, you can start to tell when it's time to replace. Let me go this way with this. I tried not to do it. The tip of it gets a little fuzzy. It's almost the indication that you're running out of ink too. But there's plenty of ink in there. And as you see now, I'm just kind of blending it together. But then the outside gives it that little bit of highlight. And you can keep going back and forth till you get whatever richness of color that you want. I'm going to take the light Daffodil Delight. And I'm going to make little highlights on the cheek here. I guess on my other ones I did the daffodil, the normal one. Let me just do that real quick. So for the blends, what you can do, and I like to use the small end, you can go over a darker color with a lighter color. You just would have to go over a couple of passes, but it will eventually lighten up a little bit. And let me bring this up and I'll kind of show you what this looks like. So again, it just kind of puts a little highlight cheek on it. And then the more that that dries, the more that the yellow kind of pops up on it. But just a little subtle difference to give our happy little pumpkin a smile. Now on the original card, I use Granny Apple Green for and this is all stylish shapes. So this is about a 1-inch circle and a 1.5-inch circle as the layering. I ran out of the Granny Green cardstock. So this is what's nice if you get the coordinating Brights Collection assorted pack of the designer paper. I just used the designer paper on some of the kits to use as the background. So let's go ahead and we'll get, again ahead of time, I've colored the other pumpkins, and we'll get our dimensionals again, our foam dots. So if you're new to the Stampin' Up terminology, dimensional is, they call it a dimensional foam dot, Stampin' Dimensional, and that's just that, it's a foam dot. So sometimes we lingo it by just saying grab a dimensional, but it really just means, it's a foam dot. Again, if you don't have the stylish shapes, you can grab your any of your circle dies, or you can use punches to get the layers. pops out and already has it on it. Okay. So, oh my gosh. And see how you could mass produce this and put these on little treats. Look how cute that is. I love this stamp set. Love it. All right, so let's get out our card base for this one. Again, they all have the same layout. It's the set of 3 images on an embossed basic white layer. The embossing changes depending on what the theme is, and a 1-inch strip of the designer paper. Okay, so on this one, I used the 3D timber embossing folder, kind of like that woodsy fall look on it. And I'll get my liquid glue again. And I'm putting it in the same position as what I did the first one, only this time instead of it being vertical, we're going to go horizontal. And this can get glued down. Again, you could also use your foam dots to raise it up. You could use tear and tape. Okay, so for the front of this one, going to center one of our happy pumpkins. And again, you could have done it with or without the pumpkins if you don't want, or the face, I should say, if you just want a fall card without it being a Halloween look. So I centered that. And now I'm going to kind of come off to the left and the right with the other ones. However you want to space them. And I've got these already, put the foam dots on the back of these to kind of save some time. And I kind of like them close. Let me move this one just a little bit. Okay, so we get a look like that. And then for the inside, again, ahead of time, what I did is I already colored that. Oops, what I forgot to do on this pumpkin, I'm going to take that light balmy blue, and I didn't even color the stem. All right, I got a little more coloring to do on our pumpkin here. This time I'm taking the balmy blue and I'm going on the outside of the pumpkin. This just kind of, if you do it on the outside, it kind of just pops it a little bit off of the, what do I want to say? It kind of just helps accent the colors that you have. And so I did that with the pumpkin, and then I've got Granny Apple Green blend for the stem. So let me go up close here and show you what that looks like with the blue outline on it. Just a little subtleness. It's totally optional. And then here you can see again how the cheeks are really coming to, coming out on that. Alrighty. And let's see. And we'd want to do the same thing with here. It's like we won't do it, but you can go ahead and stamp your envelope with our little pumpkin. Now on here, this is like the sweetest little Halloween card ever, because I'm going to take the word that comes in the Choose Happy stamp set that just says boo. Such the most unscariest little guy or gal in the world on that. So sweet. So sweet. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll put that on the inside of our card. We've got the backings of these floating around here on the static. So we'll get our liquid glue. You could use your Seal Plus if you'd like that adhesive. Man, I've got these everywhere. And then that goes on the inside. So for your thank you order this week, again, besides the gems, you'll get one of each of these cards. And of course you need to provide your own stamped images, but you may have other stamps in your stash. Okay, so, and then for our bling, we are going to use the little dimensionals. And we're just going to put one on around the stem of the pumpkin. So on the left, he's going, the rhinestone's going left. put some Wink of Stella on the face of it. All right, we've got our last card that we're going to do here for class, and it's how to use and look at the birthday. Images are going to start with Memento ink. The Memento ink is the black ink that you want to use that coordinates or that will play with and that you need to use when using your blends. Okay, let's stamp our candle image on the small banner that's in that stylish shapes. And now I'm just going to go ahead and get some of the other blends. You can use whatever colors that you want. I'm going to use the azure and do a stripe of blue. I kind of skip every other one. So I did a skip blue, skip green, granny apple green, skip, and did a pretty in pink. Pretty in pink is not in the Brights collection, but I just liked the bright pink of it. You could use Melon Mambo if you wanted to stay in the family, but I just liked I like pretty in pink. And that's then the next layering banner is in Daffodil Delight. Oops, and then I'm coloring my flame with Daffodil Delight. So we got the candle flame. All right, and I use mini dimensionals on the back of the small banner, but you could use regular size dimensionals and just cut them down in half. But those fit a little better on these thin banners. And I just use the next size up banner. And let's get some mini dimensionals on here. And we'll do that. Oops. And I use my take your pick tool to pop these backings off sometimes. And put that down. Okay, those are ready to go. And let me clear off some stuff here. I'm going to get rid of some of these backings that are wanting to stick to everything. Right, so this time the card base is in Daffodil Delight. Oops, we'll do that. And our optional embossed backing, this is in the So Swirly embossing folder. Our Brights collection designer paper, 1 by 5 1/4, just like all of them. Oops, get a little glue on my finger. And this time, to kind of mix up the layout, I'm putting this right in the center. Okay, we'll get that glued on to the card front. On my sample that I have here, I did use the dimensional foam dots to raise this one just to kind of show that you can do that if you wanted to. All right, so this time our banners are going right down the center. Whoops, do I have it go on that way? And so I just kind of start one in the center. And then what you can do is if you use these stripes, you can almost count like the number of stripes that you have and go over and just follow the line of the stripes. So I have about 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if you wanted to get real specific, you know, you could do that. I think I'm just going to eyeball it here. Okay. All right, so there's the front of that. And now for the inside of our card, going to use, again, that Happiest Day stamp set, wishing you the happiest birthday. Just kind of showing that you can mix and match your stamp sets a little bit if you'd like. There's happy and birthday in our Choose Happy. So if you wanted to, you could stay with the same stamp set. Oops, get that moved around a little bit. I have my foam mat just off to the side here. That's kind of nice to do. My Granny Apple Green needs re-inked. Go ahead and push that down. Kind of neat. It's like it's got a little variation of color on it. So that was a happy accident. So I'm taking our little candle that we had on the image, and I'm going to just kind of put this off to the side. And then we can get our same color palette that we did before and skip blue. Skip the first one blue, skip the next one, go green, and skip green. Of course, you can color these all but however you want, whatever the theme of your color of your birthday you can. I just thought with the yellow and all of the different colors, this could be a birthday card ready to go just for anybody. And then our candle flame. And we'll get this glued down on the inside. And put this down. Cute. And we'll finish it off with some more bling. So I have on the outside larger ones. The rhinestone has pack has three different sizes. And then on the inside, we'll put some smaller ones. And then this one is done. So cute. Let's go ahead and we'll bring in our cards one more time here. So this is what the card class was, just to kind of show a little bit of the versatility of our Choose Happy. We can go winter, we can go fall, we can do all occasions. And then, of course, we can do, there's spring and summer. We have a little bunny for Easter, all sorts of things. You can Thanksgiving, anniversary, gratitude, healing. So many cute little sentiments that can go along with all of those. All right, let me turn the camera around. So thank you so much for joining in on my Choose Happy card class. And I hope this gives you an idea how you can take pretty much just one stamp set, one pack of colored cardstock in the Brights collection, one pack of designer paper in the Brights collection, and again, a versatile stamp set. And you have so many different ways with a small amount of products that you can create cute cards and, of course, treat holders if that's what you're into. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it. And if you haven't already, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel, follow me on Facebook. Information's down below on signing up for my newsletter, where you'll get my class information and Stampin' UP announcements and promotions. So if that's of interest to you, please subscribe to my newsletter. Thanks for watching. Happy crafting. Bye-bye.